Yeah, thank you everyone for being here, especially after yesterday's incident. I think it's really showing the culture strength and the resilience of the country and the people here. So thank you again for joining us. Yeah, now let's start speaking about the future, about AI. And here I want to share Snoonu's journey. I believe most of you know what is Snoonu. If someone doesn't know, it's a food delivery, marketplace, e-commerce, laundry, event platform, and so on and so on. So like super up. We are trying to make life people in Qatar better and easier in digital space. And we are a startup. Yeah, recently we closed a huge deal, but in general we are a startup. We are very cautious about resources that we are spending, and yeah, it's about us. And of course everyone's speaking about AI, and we also, of course, we are a startup. We need to do something with AI. Yeah? Evaluation is growing up if you adding AI to our domain name. And we made some kind of research. This is number from a ChatGPT. I believe recent research show even more failure rate, like 80, 95, 70. There is a different numbers, but actually it's showing that it's very hard actually to launch AI projects and to get a value from the AI project. And we ask ourselves why is it a problem? Why is it happening? And of course, it was in a title of my speech. First of all, it's a hype. Yeah, there is everyone speaking about AI. I'm myself speaking like 8 times per year about AI on different events like that. And not everyone understands what actually AI means, what are the capabilities of AI, how to adapt AI to their business. And science, like everyone, like CEOs, investors, everyone is interested in AI, and it's giving a huge pressure to the actually teams who is working on implementation of AI, who is working in your business day-to-day activities, and say, okay, we need to do something. Our CEO is asking to implement AI tomorrow. Let's do something. Let's just start rushing, and of course they are failing in the end. Yeah. Another, like bad data. I think like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there was the same problem when we just started speaking about data warehouses, about business intelligence, about like any analytics that we have. It already that time we told, oh, data is bad. Yeah, we have a huge amount of data in, I believe in Snoonu now it's like 200 databases. But to collect them, combine, clear this data, and start getting any insights from this data, it's a huge work. And it's a 30-year problem. It's not starting with AI, it's starting like a long time ago. And still it's a problem. Still businesses can solve the problem of a clean data or good data. And with AI, this problem even more, yeah, because giving a bad data to AI, he will learn on the bad data and he will give you like very bad outcomes. Lack of expertise, yeah. All of us heard like Meta hiring AI engineer for 100 million USD. How many companies here can do the same? Yeah? And due to this hype and all these professionals, most of them, yeah, but it's very hard to hire. It's very hard to find actually someone who understands how to do AI, how to adopt AI in your business. And you are, I don't think that Zuckerberg is here, but yeah, most of us is not a Meta. Yeah, we cannot spend an enormous amount of money to just to do AI project. And still, suddenly, AI need to be integrated with your existing system, and yeah, let's be honest, our systems often is very legacy. And there is no proper APIs, there is no clear integrations, like Microsoft trying to help us with MCP and so on, but come on, we still cannot do REST properly. And keeping all of this in mind, we still, okay, should we don't do AI at all? Of course not, because definitely it's a future, it will improve. So we decided, okay, let's test it. Let's select one project that is really impactful, meaningful for our business, And let's try to integrate AI only in this project with limited resources, of course, but with impact that we actually can measure in the future. So as I mentioned, Snoonu is also its e-commerce platform. We already have our marketplace, but 2 years ago, we still didn't have it. In our marketplace, it was mostly in the food experience, when first you're selecting merchant, after you need to go through the catalog inside the merchant and find the items that you're interested in. It's a food experience. Marketplace, usually customers have a different behaviors. Like yesterday was presentation of iPhone 17. I believe most of you are actually care to buy iPhone than to find, I don't know, who's in electronics merchants, like Geekai, yeah? You're not interested to buy iPhone 17 from Geekai, yeah? You want to buy iPhone. And to rebuild all this experience, we need to categorize. That time it was 1 million products, now it's much more, to build actually proper categories inside the application across the different merchants that we have on the platform. And what we found that it's even for humans, sometimes it's complicated. Yeah, of course, like clearly iPhone, it's electronics, but there is a lot of other stuff that can be aligned to the different categories. And yeah, sounds good. It's a good task for AI. We started this project in the summer. Our launch date for marketplace was November, and we worked with the vendors at the time. I don't really like to work with the third parties, but we decided to do it. And their estimations was like 1 month, so we should be safe in that moment. Yeah, and we did a lot of iterations. I believe in October still it was not ready, so after 4 or 5 months. And we already start looking for companies who actually can help us with the manual categorization. And because that time, we faced a lot of different challenges. So we built different models for content moderation, for images captioning. We also found that our data is bad. Most of the products have only title and image. They don't actually have any meaningful description. So we need to recognize images. We need to classify item. We need to evaluate classification after the output of the model. And it took time. In October, we achieved like around 50% of accuracy. And it was bad, honestly. But after that, new version of GPT was released in cloud, and we become to the era of multimodal LLMs that can actually do all these rectangles at the bottom. It was different models, but in one moment, oh, okay, only one model can do all of these things, yeah, and do it much more better. Let's use it. And yeah, we spent 4 months integrating 5 models together, but with a new release, with a new improvement of a model, we found that, yeah, it can be done much easier, much better quality. And here is one of the greatest learnings that I get from my AI journey. It's that it's improving very fast. Yeah? If you're using something, or start using something 1 month ago, maybe now it's much more better, and you need just to update your version of models that you're using, and you will get a much bigger impact. And what also it means that building your own model, especially LLM model, you don't need it actually. Yeah, that's don't do it. If you are not OpenAI, no Meta or Anthropic, don't build your own models. Or if you're a university and doing it for your own research, you can do it. So yeah, we launched a new catalog. We get a great actually outcomes. We saved a lot of many years of the work. We are continuously saving this time because new items is continuously adding to the platform. So we get some additional bonuses like automatic moderation, increase conversion rate, like a lot of growth, the orders volume, and so on. So definitely we found that yeah, AI can work. We can get a business impact, business outcomes. Let's start to use it more. Now we have some experience. So we didn't hire very expensive people to build AI for us. We build this expertise internally. And well, let's improve. Let's start using it. And as always, a business, startup business, they have a new requirements. And of course, they come up on the next day with, okay, now we need one more level of categorization in the catalog. But business, of course, wanted to have it cheaper. We spent on the first categorization, it's around 120,000 USD to categorize 1 million of items. And to build the next level of categorization, we actually need to recategorize all the items again. And we don't really want to spend another 100,000 USD for this project only. And again, benefits of AI come up here. So you can work with just update a new version of a model again, because every time API calls, tokens, everything becoming cheaper. Yeah, if you are using the latest version of the model, if you're using, like I don't know, like when DeepSeek has come up, I was happy because I knew that okay, now all API of all LLMs in the world will become cheaper. Of course, you need to work on a engineering. Oh, sorry, I believe, and you need to work on the prompt engineering because amount of tokens that you are paying for tokens, yeah. So amount of tokens that you are feeding to the model and amount of tokens the model returns to you, you are paying for it. And reducing this amount, also optimizing your costs. Also, of course, we worked on quality of the model. We increased accuracy. So a lot, but the main goal here was to reduce costs, and we reduced it almost like 3-4 times and recategorize all catalog again for 35K USD. Yes, here you can find the example because yeah, I need to have a cat in my slides. So yeah, you can find that initially what we had, it's only red cosplay suit, large. Not sure is it large cat or not large cat, but yeah, I generated this very meaningful description actually, and of course very much more fun description. So about learnings, as I mentioned, don't follow the hype. Yeah, think what projects, what solution you can implement to improve your business only. Don't do AI only because everyone doing AI. Do AI when you know how to, what you want to do. Work on the quality of your data that we found. Yeah, we didn't have a description. We even didn't know that we don't have a description for 70% of the items in the platform. And even without AI, it's a big problem with the customer experience if you don't have description. If our data is a bad. Don't trust AI. Always evaluate quality of the AI output, any model output. Yeah. So what we did, we made a categorization with the cloud, and after we asked ChatGPT, "Are you agree?" Yeah. Sometimes you are getting very funny results. Yeah, and of course we can see that this is Dynamite was recognized by AI. Maybe it's very old version. I believe that ChatGPT 5 now can do much better, but definitely validate. We don't want to have a Dynamite on our platform as well, even if it's a pencil or something. Yeah, and so you still need a human validation. We are setting around 5% of the products to the human validation. They're just double checking that categorization made by AI. I hope you hear me well, really, because it's always failing. Yeah, and of course, our future with AI, again, we already did most of these things like personalization. Just recently, our blog post with AWS was released. You can find it in the AWS website or in my LinkedIn. We are working on a content generation with AI. Now we have like 20 designers who is doing marketing campaigns. We are going to reallocate them to other work. And yeah, definitely what you need to think about is how to AI helping increase productivity across the company. I still don't trust that engineers will be replaced fully, but we can help them to make work faster and maybe better, not sure. So I think we have 4 minutes for questions. So if anyone have, I can answer.
Thanks for your speech.
So the question was, is it deployed? Yeah, it's already in production. I showed a number, and it's actually production numbers of improvements. I think it's already even like higher versions that I'm speaking here about. So yeah, you can download application if you don't have it yet. I'm very offended by it, but yeah, you can open marketplace and see all these categories they created by AI.
Thanks for your use case. I would like to ask why we couldn't, Snoonu is a very big company and we are also looking for much more inspiration. Like a shopping cart or AI-based search engine where we can search your products. Are you planning in a pipeline, something?
Sorry, I'm not really curious.
What I'm asking is, as a use case, can you give us like a search engine in the chatbot where we can look at the catalog of products where I will be searching in the bot? I'm looking for, we can say, game box. So will it display the products and navigate me to the particular products?
I'm not sure that I completely hear the question. Maybe if you can come, sorry.
No worries.
Or someone can repeat for me.
Okay, I will get in a little more. Maybe I'm speaking a little faster. Shopping cart.
Shopping cart.
Where we can search the products in the chatbot, and it fetches and navigates the customer to a particular product or displays multiple products of the same. Mm-hmm. That kind of a use case, are you people planning?
Yeah, good, great question. So speaking about future use cases, so regarding chat support, we don't want our customers to speak with AI. So in the customer support use case that we are doing, it's an agent helper for our human agent support. So it just analyzes and suggests the actions and to responses to the customer, but still there is a human who are speaking with the customer, because usually if customer going to support, something bad has happened, and we don't want to machine work with the customer. Also, one of the future projects that we are going to release actually end of September, it's in a marketplace again. It's a AI agent is a helper and recommendation for items. So you can go there and ask, okay, I want to select a gift for my mother. Recommend me something, and it will show products that are available on marketplace. You can choose and select. Regarding recommendation on the cart, again referring to the post with AWS. So we are using actually like a normal old style models for recommendations, because AI still not so good as the results of classic models for recommendation engine. Yeah, I believe my time is finished. Thank you everyone. Thank you for questions.
Thank you.